Hello students, welcome to Sri Jain Rank Zone. So in today lecture, basically we are going to discuss about aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. So we are going to discuss about the preparation of aldehyde and ketones. So in today class, we are going to discuss about the preparation of aldehyde and ketone from Grignard reagent. So the preparation of aldehyde, preparation of aldehyde and ketone preparation of aldehyde and ketone using Grignard reagent. Using Grignard reagent. So Grignard reagent is basically we know basically the Grignard reagent is RMgX. This is Grignard reagent. When we break the bond, the electropositive element will get positive charge and R will get negative charge. So preparation of aldehyde ketone using Grignard reagent we are going to discuss. So in this first we are going to discuss reaction of Grignard reagent. We are going to discuss reaction of Grignard reagent with hydrogen cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide is basically HC triple bond N. Now see, you can easily see in this case basically what happens, the reaction of Grignard reagent with HCN. You can see in this case the molecule is like HCN, you can see, and we add Grignard reagent. So reaction of Grignard reagent with HCN and followed by hydrolysis and followed by hydrolysis you can see what happens in this case. Basically when we add Grignard reagent like RMgX, so you can see this is carbon magnesium bond. Magnesium is more electropositive, therefore positive charge on magnesium and negative charge on carbon. When the reaction of Grignard reagent with HCN, this is HC triple bond N. Now see what happens. This R minus, because nitrogen is more electronegative, so this R minus will attack on the carbon. When this R minus attack on the carbon, it will form H, C, and R is present on this carbon. Because 5 bonds will be formed by carbon, therefore this electron pair shift on nitrogen atom. So this will form HCr, SCr and double bond N, and on nitrogen atom, because there is negative charge on nitrogen atom, now MgX will attach on nitrogen. Now we can see basically what happens when there is double bond between carbon and nitrogen. So what happens in this case? Because on hydrolysis there is hydrolysis means addition of water. So what happens in this case? You can see when hydrolysis takes place. So I'm writing this compound again, which is HCr and double bond nitrogen. This is minus charge and this is MgX. Now you can see in this case when there is a hydrolysis means reaction with water. So when there is hydrolysis means reaction with water takes place. So reaction with water in this way, OH and this is H. there also. So when OH, this single bond removes, again there is OH and there is H. Now see what happens. You can see H, C, R, and on this carbon two OH groups are there, and on this carbon two OH groups are there. So two OH groups on the same carbon atom is unstable. So water is removed. Water is removed. When water is removed, it will be like this: H, C, and R. And this is basically double bond O. This is basically C double bond O. So you can see in this case, aldehyde is obtained as a product. In this case, aldehyde is obtained as a product. Aldehyde is obtained as a product. So water is removed. Water is removed in this way. Aldehydic product is obtained. And another is byproduct. Another is basically the byproduct. Now see, in this case, you can see if it is like this. If it is like this, another compound I am taking there. For example, I am going to discuss with you. Like it is given CS3, like it is given CS3, Mg, Br, and positive charge is present on magnesium. So negative charge is on carbon. So when this single bond breaks, there is negative charge on carbon and positive charge on magnesium. Now you can see what happens basically in this case. The reaction with HCN, when the reaction with HCN, this is HC triple bond N, this is HC triple bond N. Now what happens in this case? So this CH3 minus basically, because this carbon is electrophilic and this nitrogen partial negative. So when this CH3 attack on this carbon, it will be like this: HC. On this carbon, CH3 group will be attached. So at the same time, this bond will break on nitrogen. So it will be HCCH3 and double bond N and having negative charge. So this magnesium will attach on this Mg plus and Br. Now hydrolysis will take place. So hydrolysis in this way, OH and H, again OH and H. So hydrolysis will take place in this way, that OH group attach on carbon and this OH group also attach on the carbon. So it will form HC, it will form SC, CH3, and this carbon having two OH groups. This carbon having two OH groups. So water is removed. So water is removed. So you can say water is removed in this way. When water is removed, it will form HC, CH3, and this is basically C double bond O. So you can write this product as CH3CHO. You can write this product as CH3CHO. So this product is basically ethanol. So formation of ethanol by using Grignard reagent and HCN. So Grignard reagent we use there is CH3, MgBr. Now see another question related to this. You can see in this case very easily. The question is basically what happens if compound is given like this. CH3, Mg, CH3, CH2 and MgBr. So this is organometallic compound, magnesium having positive charge and carbon having negative charge. And the reaction of this compound with HCN. So what happens in this case? This is partial positive. So this carbon will attach on this carbon. Now what happens? 5 bonds are formed. So this electron pair will shift on nitrogen. So what happens in this case? You can see this HC and on this carbon there is CH2. On this carbon there is CH2 and CH3, and it is like this HC. So again you can see basically this group attach on this carbon, and this triple bond will convert into double bond, and you can see there is negative charge on nitrogen, so this positive charge magnesium will attach on this, so MgBr attach on this. Now what happens? Now hydrolysis will take place. Now hydrolysis will take place. Now hydrolysis will take place. Now see. So on hydrolysis, you can see what happens there. On hydrolysis, basically, so the compound we obtain is basically, you can see this is HC, CH2, CH3 and MgBr. So you can also write in this way. You can also write in this way for this compound. When this carbon nitrogen bond breaks, so on hydrolysis means OH group with this carbon and H group with this carbon in water. So hydrolysis takes place again. The hydrolysis of below two bonds are there. Therefore, hydrolysis also takes place again OH and H. So now you can see that on this carbon, two OH group will be attached. So it will be like this CH, and on this carbon, so this is basically CH on C. This is CH2, CH3. And on this carbon, two OH groups are there. On this carbon, there are two OH groups. So water is removed. When water is removed, what will happen? The product obtained is CH3, CH2 and CHO. So this product is obtained after reaction. So basically what I'm telling you, if SCN is having only one carbon, so this carbon is oxidizes into CHO group. So this carbon, you can see this CN group is basically oxidizes into CHO, and the group which comes from Grignard reagent attached on this carbon, you can see another. Now again you can see again this CN group gets oxidizes into CHO, and this R minus, which is CH3 CH2 minus, gets attached on the carbon atom. So this product is obtained. What is the name of this product? The name of this product is basically propanol. So the name of the product is basically propanol. Now see what happens in this case again. So we are going to discuss about when the reaction with SCN. So formation of ketone we are going to discuss by using Grignard reagent. So formation of ketone with Grignard reagent I am going to discuss with you. So formation, or you can say preparation of ketone, using Grignard reagent. Now you can easily see in this case what happens. So preparation of ketone using Grignard reagent. Now I can easily say, if the reaction of RMGX in presence of RCN, so what happens, you can easily see. As you can see there, this is RMGX, so this is R minus, this is Mg positive. So what happens in this case, you can easily identify this nitrogen is more electronegative and this carbon is more electropositive. So this R minus will attack on the electrophilic carbon. So when this R minus attacks, it will form R is already there, one R is already there, so this is RC. When one R attacks on this carbon, and this triple bond gets converted into double bond, and this is N negative, and this is MgX, and this is MgX. Now see what happens in this case. So two bonds are there. Now it will be followed by hydrolysis. Now it will be followed by hydrolysis. So on hydrolysis, what happens? On hydrolysis, what happens? So this is basically the OH group, and this is H. Now again, this is basically the OH group, and there is H. So now we don't need to remember the side product. So it will form RCR and OH group on this carbon, also OH group on this carbon. So OH removed from one carbon and H removed from one carbon. So water is removed. So water is removed. So water is removed. Now we can say when water is removed, it will be like RC. It will be like RCR double bond O. So ketone is obtained as a product. Ketone is obtained as a product in this case. Ketone is obtained as a product in this case. So this is basically the product obtained in this case, ketone, we can say. Now see the example related to this. Now see the example related to this. You can easily see the example related to this. I'm going to discuss with you. If it is given like CH3 MgX. So compound given is basically CH3 MgX. And the reaction of this CH3 MgX with CH3 with CH3C triple bond Cn. Now you can easily see Grignard reagent break in this way. So magnesium having positive charge, more electropositive, and carbon having negative charge. So now what happens, you can see this is partial negative and this is partial positive. So this R minus will attack. This R minus will attack on this carbon, electrophilic carbon. So when this R minus attack on this carbon, so it will form CH3. It will form CH3C CH3. So this triple bond get converted into double bond. This triple bond will get converted into double bond, and this is C double bond N having negative charge, and this is MgX, and this is MgX. Now you can see. Now hydrolysis will take place. So hydrolysis in presence of water will take place. This is OH group, and this is H. Now again this is OH group, and this is H. So now you can say the product obtained in this case. The product obtained in this case is basically CH3, C, CH3, and OH, and OH. So water is removed from this. So water is basically removed from this. So we can say the product obtained is water. Now you can easily identify the product obtained is CH3, C, CH3, and double bond O. So ketone is obtained as a product. Ketone is obtained as a product in this case. So this is the way you can prepare ketone. Now you can easily identify there also. You can easily identify there also. This CH3CN part, this CH3CN part gets oxidizes into CH3C double bond O. Gets oxidizes into CH3C double bond O. And this CH3 minus gets attached on this carbon. Like there also. This is RCN. This is RCN. So RCN gets oxidizes into RC double bond O. RCN gets oxidizes into RC double bond O, and this R gets attached on this carbon like this R. Now see some more questions related to this. You can easily identify. See some more questions related to this. You can easily identify some more questions related to this. Like it is, the question is basically like it is CS3, like it is CS3, MgBr, and the reaction of CS3 MgBr with group like this is benzene and reaction with C triple bond and reaction with C triple bond N. So this part Grignard reagent having this magnesium will be more electropositive and this carbon having partial negative. So what happens there, you can see this CS3 is basically you can see will attack on this carbon. This is partial negative and this is partial positive. So in this case you can see this pi bond will break. This pi bond will break. So it will form like this benzene will remain as it is, and on this carbon CS3 group will be there. Now this pi bond is break and nitrogen having negative charge. So this MgBr gets attached on nitrogen. Now you can see this is C double bond N. So cleavage of bond will take place in this way. So that there is two parts. One is OH group and one is H group. Again, you can see there is OH group and there is H group. So the product obtained basically in this case is this is C and carbon having CS3 group, and there is only OH and there is only OH. Now you can see. So OH and H is removed. So water is removed. And you can see the product obtained basically this is benzene and having carbon containing CS3 group, and this is double bonded oxygen. So this product is obtained. So in this way you can prepare product. Now you can easily identify again this part, which is benzene containing CN group will oxidize into benzene containing C double bond O, and this CS3 will attack on this carbon. Therefore this CS3 attack on this carbon. So this product is obtained. Now we are going to discuss the preparation again, which is related to from formate ester. So preparation of, we can say the preparation of aldehyde, using ester. Now you can see what happens in this case. So ester is basically like this CS3. MgBr. When there is reaction of CS3 MgBr, this is CS3 C double bond O. This is oxygen and having C2H5 So what happens in this case? You can see this carbon having negative charge and this magnesium having positive charge. Now you can see this carbon having partial positive charge. So this CS3 minus basically attacks on this carbon atom. This CS3 minus will attacks on this carbon atom. When this attacks, this leaving group is removed. So this is basically the leaving group. So what happens in this case? You can see. So this CS3 and now C double, when this Grignard reagent CS3 minus attacks on this carbon, so there are 5 bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So at the same time this pi bond will break. So when this pi bond breaks, there is negative charge on oxygen atom, and on this carbon CH3 group gets attached. On this carbon CH3 group gets attached, and leaving group is removed. So when this leaving group is removed, so you can say in this case, what happens. So this is very, in this case, this negative charge will shift between in these two atoms. So it will form ketone as a product. Which is CH3, C double bond O and CH3. So ketone is obtained as a product in this case. Now see what happens. See another reaction related to this. If the reaction of CH3 MgBr, so this is basically metal having positive charge and carbon having negative charge. So the reaction of this compound with HC double bond O and C2H5. Now you can see in this case what happens. Now you can see easily in this case what happens. So basically so in this case basically what happens, this is basically CH3 MgBr. Now you can say in this case this carbon having partial positive charge, so now this CH3 minus, will attack. Now this CH3 minus will attack on this carbon. So what happens in this case, when this attacks on this carbon, so this leaving group will be removed. So when this leaving group is removed, so it will form HC, because 5 bonds are formed, because in this case basically 5 bonds will be formed, therefore HC, and this pi bond shifts on the oxygen atom. So there is negative charge on oxygen. So this CH3 group gets attached on the carbon, and you can see now this negative charge will shift between carbon and oxygen. So the product obtained is basically CH3, C double bond O and hydrogen. So in this case the product obtained is basically ethanol. In this case. Now see what happens. In the same way, some other reactions are also there. So we are going to discuss the mechanism related to this. So what happens basically? This mechanism we call SNAE mechanism. What is SNAE mechanism? SNAE mechanism is basically nucleophilic substitution. SNAE mechanism is basically nucleophilic substitution via addition and elimination. Nucleophilic substitution via addition and elimination. Now you can easily see in this case how the mechanism of this reaction. Suppose we have CH3 MgBr. And the compound we are having CH3 C double bond O and C2H5. Now you can see in this case what happens. This sigma bond will break, and magnesium having positive charge and carbon having negative charge. Now see, This carbonyl group is there basically. So this carbon having partial positive charge and this oxygen having partial negative charge. Now this CH3 minus. Now this CH3 minus will attack on this carbon. Now CH3 minus will attack on this carbon. So 5 bonds are formed. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So 5 bonds are formed. Therefore, this pi electron will shift on the oxygen atom. So you can see in this case CH3 and this carbon having CH3 group is attached on this oxygen, and this pi bond having negative charge on this oxygen atom. So this is basically, and this group will remain same as it is. When CH3 minus, which is basically a type of nucleophile, So nucleophile is substituted on this carbon. This nucleophile is substituted on this carbon. So this is basically a type of nucleophilic substitution. So when this nucleophile attacks on this carbon, this is a type of nucleophilic substitution. Now you can see what happens. So when nucleophile substituted, again this negative charge will shift between carbon and oxygen. So what happens now? Nucleophile is added. So nucleophilic substitution and also addition of nucleophile takes place, on this electrophilic carbon. When this negative charge shifts on this carbon between carbon and oxygen, so this leaving group is removed. Leaving group removed is elimination. So elimination of this compound. So we have seen the product obtained in this case is CH3, C, double bond O and CH3. So you can say nucleophilic substitution via addition. So addition of nucleophile and also elimination. So we can say nucleophilic substitution via addition and elimination takes place. So ketone is obtained as a product, that is propanol. That is basically the propanol. So this is the preparation of aldehyde and ketone. So preparation of aldehyde and ketone by using ester. So this compound is basically ester, and the mechanism followed in this reaction is basically nucleophilic substitution via addition and elimination. Now see some more methods for the preparation of aldehyde and ketone. There are some more methods which are related to preparation of aldehyde and ketone. So you can easily identify the preparation of ketone. So how preparation of ketone will occur? Suppose if we have compound like RC double bond O and Cl. So this is basically the compound, and we add dialkyl cadmium, which is R2-CD. This is dialkyl cadmium. So you can easily identify what happens in this case. Basically this R group, which is R dash, this R group, which is R dash, this is not R2, basically it is R dash twice. So 2 atomicity is 2. So the atomicity of this compound is basically 2. So now you can see, if you want to write this, you can write in this way also, like I'm writing. This is basically R2 dash and cadmium. So R dash group comes from this dialkyl cadmium. So R dash group basically this R dash group. So this is not R2, this is basically R dash twice. R dash twice CD like this. So this R dash will replace this chlorine. This R dash. So this is dialkyl cadmium. The name of this compound is basically dialkyl cadmium. So the name of this compound is basically dialkyl cadmium. So this R dash will replace this Cl. This R dash will replace this Cl and it will form R. It will form R, C double bond O and R dash. So this is obtained as a product. So ketone is obtained by using dialkyl cadmium, and this compound is basically acid chloride. It is an acid derivative. Carboxylic acid is RCOOH. So this Cl group is replaced by R group. So this Cl group is replaced by R dash group. If carboxylic acid is it is, so it will be RC double bond OH, because halide is substituted in place of OH. So this is basically the acid chloride. This is basically the acid chloride. Now see what happens. The question related to this reaction. The question given is basically like this. The question given is basically like this. This is CH3. This is CH3C double bond O and Cl. And the reaction of this compound is the reaction of this compound in presence of C2H5. This is one R dash group, and cadmium is there, and cadmium is there. Another, because dialkyl, so 1C2H5 is also there. 1C2H5 is also there. So what happens? So in this case, this one of the R dash group, which is C2H5, will be replaced by Cl. So this Cl will move with these groups. So this Cl will be moved by these groups. So the product obtained is basically CH3. So the product obtained is basically CH3, C double bond O, CH3, C double bond O, and C2H5 and C2H5. So another product is basically CD, and on this CD, one C2H5 is already there, and Cl gets also attached, So this ketone is obtained as a product. This ketone is basically obtained as a product. Now see another question related to this. So next reaction for the preparation of aldehyde and ketone. I am going to discuss is dry distillation. So next reaction we are going to discuss is dry distillation. So for preparation of aldehyde and ketone, we are going to discuss dry distillation. Dry distillation of calcium. Dry distillation of calcium salts. Dry distillation of calcium salts of fatty acids. So we are going to discuss about the dry distillation of calcium salts of fatty acids. So fatty acids are basically R, C, double bond O and OH. So this is basically like this. So 2 moles of fatty acids are there, and when we add calcium hydroxide, so what happens? You can easily identify. We will discuss with mechanism also. We will discuss this reaction with mechanism also. So there is basically calcium 2 positive charge. If there is 2 molecules of this compound, this hydrogen having positive charge and this oxygen having negative charge, so you can say this RCO minus, when attached with oxygen, so this oxygen gets attached with calcium, but there is +2 charge, and on this oxygen there is only -1 charge. So it means one molecule will also attach. So one molecule of this RCOO minus will also attach. So this we called, so this is basically a fatty acid. This RCOH is basically, this RCOH is basically fatty acid. So this RCOH is basically a fatty acid, and the reaction of this fatty acid with calcium hydroxide, so it form calcium salt. This is calcium salt. So calcium is replaced by hydrogen. So now this become calcium salt. So this calcium salt is of fatty acid. So this is basically the calcium salt of fatty acid. This is basically the calcium salt of fatty acid. Now this calcium salt of fatty acid will react in this way, like the reaction will in this way, like if it is R, if it is RC double bond O and O and calcium, and on this calcium one oxygen is also there, like C double bond O and R. When the reaction of this compound with some another compound, this is also again calcium, this is also again calcium, this is oxygen, and this is oxygen. Now you can see the reaction of this compound with C double bond O and H. This is again C double bond O and H. This compound is given. Now you can say in this case, this calcium carbonate, you can see this is basically the calcium carbonate CaCO3. This is basically the calcium carbonate CaCO3, and also this is also calcium carbonate. So you can see this is also calcium carbonate, you can say. So this is also CaCO3, CaCO3. So this will remove in this way another CaCO3. If you count calcium, carbon, and 3 oxygen, so calcium carbonate from this and also from this CaCO3. So calcium carbonate is removed, and how many moles? How many moles of calcium carbonate is removed? 2 moles of calcium carbonate is removed. 2 moles of calcium carbonate is removed. And this RC double bond O, this RC double bond O will attach with hydrogen, and also this R will attach with RCHO. So 2 moles of same product is obtained. So 2 moles of same product is obtained. One is RCHO, one is RCHO, and plus another is RCHO. So these two products are obtained. In the same way, so this compound what we have prepared is basically aldehyde. So preparation of aldehyde we have discussed. So we are discussing the reactions, which is basically the dry distillation reaction, and this dry distillation of calcium salt of fatty acid is used for preparation of aldehyde and ketone, is used for preparation of aldehyde and ketone, So in this way the product is obtained. Now see another reaction related to this. So now question is like this. If it is like this, R C double bond O, RC double bond O, and this oxygen atom having, this is basically the calcium, this is basically the oxygen atom, and this contain carbon double bond O, and this is basically the R group is there. Now see what happens in this case. If you can see there, what happens, this calcium carbonate is removed. So this calcium carbonate is removed. When this calcium carbonate, this is also a calcium salt of fatty acid. So this is again the calcium salt. So this is basically the calcium salt, and this is the calcium salt of fatty acid, as we have already discussed about this. So this RCO group will gets attached with R, and it form, so on heating, this is basically the dry distillation, dry distillation method. So on heating, it will form R, C double bond O and R. So ketone is obtained. Ketone is obtained as a product. Now see another reaction related to this. So I'm going to discuss with you another question. If it is like this, HCOO twice and calcium. So you can write this product as HCOO and calcium, and also you can write O C double bond O and H, and you have to remove the calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate is removed in this way. This calcium carbonate is removed on heating. So on heating, basically this is dry distillation. On heating means basically this is dry distillation. So when we heat, calcium carbonate is removed. When we heat, calcium carbonate is removed. And when calcium carbonate is removed, this is HCO. This is HC double bond O and H. So this product is obtained basically methanol. So in this way you can prepare methanol by using dry distillation. Now you can see easily, if question is like this, you can easily identify the compound given is basically CS3 COO twice and calcium, and you are doing the dry distillation. What is the product obtained after this reaction? Now you can see what happens. This is CS3. You can write this as CS3 C double bond O. This oxygen atom. Now this calcium. Now this oxygen atom. Now this calcium. So this is carbon double bond O, and this is CS3. So what happens in this case? In this case, calcium carbonate is removed. So in this case, basically, calcium carbonate is removed. So on heating, calcium carbonate is removed. When calcium carbonate is removed, so this CS3 will get attached with this carbon. So the product obtained basically in this case is ketone. So ketone is obtained as the product. In the same way, if the reaction like this, I'm discussing the question with you related to this. The question is basically the compound given is RCO twice, and calcium, and another compound given is R dash COO twice and calcium. So what is the product obtained in this case? Now see, expand this compound. When you expand this compound like this, RCOO, this is basically the calcium. Now again oxygen there, carbon double bond oxygen, and R is there. Now see what happens, plus another. You can also write this compound in this way, calcium and again carbon. So this calcium is basically attached with oxygen, again C double bond O, and on this carbon R dash group is attached. So what happens? From this calcium carbonate is removed. So calcium carbonate is removed from this. Also, calcium carbonate is removed from this. So CaCO3. So calcium carbonate is removed from this also. So now you can say on heating. So on heating with the dry distillation. So you can see what happens. This RCO will combine with this R dash. Also, this R will combine with this CO R dash. So the product obtained is same. The product obtained is same, which is RCO R dash. So ketone product is obtained. Ketone product is obtained after this dry distillation. You can also see the example of this. Also see the example related to this. So example is basically like this. The example is basically like this. You can see like compound is given CS3. Like compound is given CS3, CO twice and calcium. And in this way, you can also add compound like C2H5, C2H5, COO twice and calcium. So you can easily identify this is basically the R group and this is basically the R dash group. This is basically the R dash group. So now what happens? You can easily identify. This is R, this is R dash. So you can arrange these compounds in this way. Like this is CH3, this is C, double bond O and calcium, and there also O, also C, double bond O, and this is CH3. And the another product is C2H5. So you can also write this calcium and oxygen. This oxygen attached with C double bond O, and this oxygen also attached with C double bond O. So on this carbonyl C2H5 group is there. So calcium carbonate is removed. Basically, one calcium carbonate is removed from this side and one calcium carbonate is removed from this side. So you can easily say basically this CO3 will remove in this way. So this CaCO3 will remove in this way. One calcium carbonate from this and one calcium carbonate from this. So 2 moles of calcium carbonate is removed. So product obtained is CS3CO and C2H5. So if it is R, it is R dash. So we know the product is RC double bond O and R dash. So another product is basically R is CS3 group, and R dash group is C2H5, So this product is obtained after dry distillation. So this is basically the dry distillation we have used for the preparation of aldehyde and ketones. Like also we are going to discuss some more reactions related to this. See, the reaction which I am going to discuss with you is basically the decarboxylation reaction of acids. So we are going to discuss decarboxylation reactions for preparation of aldehyde and ketone. We are going to discuss decarboxylation of acids with manganese oxide. At temperature of 300 degrees Celsius. The compound given is like RC double bond O and OH. And another compound is RC double bond O and OH. Now see what happens. The reaction of these compounds with MnO at 300 degrees Celsius. So what happens in this case? So first of all, this water will be removed. This water will be removed, HNOH. So HNOH means this water will be removed. And then this CO2. So C double bond O and oxygen means CO2 will also remove. So in the first step, CO2 is removed and also water is removed. And this RCO combines with this R. So this will form RCO C, double bond O and R. So ketone is obtained, ketone product is obtained as a product in this case. Why this is decarboxylation reaction? Because you can easily see D means removal. D means removal. So D means removal. So D means removal and removal of carboxy. Removal of carboxy means removal of CO2. And this is basically acid. Therefore, this is decarboxylation of acids. So for decarboxylation of acids, we are using manganese oxide as a catalyst. We are using manganese oxide as a catalyst, and ketone is obtained as a product. And ketone is obtained as a product. Now see another reactions related to this. If compound is given like this, one of the compound is RCOH, another compound is acid given, and another compound is methanoic acid is given, SCOOH. And the reaction of these compounds, so these two compounds are reacting. Now these two compounds are reacting, and the reaction of these compounds, with manganese oxide with 300 degrees Celsius temperature. So now what happens? You can see. Now you can see this water is removed. This water is removed. So H2O is removed, and also CO2 gas is removed, and also CO2 gas is removed because this is decarboxylation reaction. So CO2 gas will also remove. Now this this is basically HC double bond O group, and this is basically R group. So you can say the product obtained is RCHO. So in this case, aldehyde is obtained as a product. So you can easily identify the reactions and can make the product. For example, I am going to discuss with you some more questions related to this. See the question. Question is basically HC double bond O and OH. The question is basically HC double bond O and OH, and 2 moles of HCOH is given, and the reaction in presence of manganese oxide at 300 degrees Celsius. So you can see this is basically HC double bond O and OH, and again this is HC double bond O and OH. Now see what happens in this case. So basically, first of all, H and OH will be removed. So first of all, water is removed. So water removed. When water is removed, also CO2 gas will also remove. So water is removed and also CO2 gas is removed. So water removed on heating, and also CO2 gas is released on heating. Now this HC double bond O. Now this HC double bond O will combine with H, and it will form HC double bond O and H. So this product obtained is basically methanol. This product is obtained like this. Now you can see what happens in the another case. The question is basically like this. See the question. The question is basically the compound given. The compound given is like this. CH2, and this is basically C double bond O, and this is also CH2, and C double bond O, and this is basically the calcium joining compounds. So when we heat this compound, what happens? On heating this compound, basically, so oxygen is also there, so join oxygen also there because this is dicalcium silicate. So join oxygen also there. This is C double bond O and oxygen. This is also O and calcium. Now on heating, so this is a basically dicalcium silicate. So we will do the dry distillation for this reaction. We will do dry distillation on heating. On heating, calcium carbonate will be removed. On heating, calcium carbonate will be removed. So on heating, when calcium carbonate is removed, it will form CH2, 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 and CH2, and basically C double bond O and C double bond O. So this product is obtained. Also, you can write this product in this way. Also, you can write this product in this way, like you can see, or 5 carbon atoms are present in the ring. This is C double bond O, and this product is obtained. So this product we call cyclopentanone. This product we call cyclopentanone. So this product is basically the cyclopentanone. So this is basically the decarboxylation of fatty acids and also dry distillation. Now see another reaction related to this. If it is beta keto acid. So now the next we are going to discuss about the beta keto acids. So on heating of beta keto acids, how aldehyde and ketones are formed. So next, in the next lecture, we will discuss some more reactions related to this.